What if I told you that your constant pursuit of pleasure, the one that makes you check your phone every few minutes, to scroll endlessly through social media, or to seek the next immediate gratification, is actually fueling your deepest unhappiness? Many believe that dopamine is simply the happiness molecule, the fuel of motivation that drives us to achieve goals and feel good, but there is a dark and often ignored side to this substance, a subtle mechanism which very few know about that is trapping you in a vicious cycle. This is not just a simple, pleasant sensation. It is a true neurochemical master manipulator that deceives your brain, pushing you towards compulsive behaviors that promise immediate gratification but leave you in a vicious cycle of dissatisfaction and emptiness. In this video, you will discover exactly how dopamine tricks your mind, and I will provide you with 3 practical and scientifically proven steps to regain control, free yourself from its grip, and reclaim your serenity and your ability to pay attention. Based on the latest discoveries in neuroscience and behavioral psychology, this approach will give you the tools to deeply understand and effectively address dopamine addiction, not just the superficial symptoms. Does dopamine control you? It's time to take back the power. 3 simple steps. Freedom awaits you. Let's begin. Understanding dopamine is the first step to unmasking its manipulation. It is not the molecule of pleasure itself, but rather that of the anticipation of pleasure, of desire, and of motivation. It's what drives you to seek reward. Your brain releases dopamine when you anticipate something gratifying, a like on a post, a funny few-second video, the next episode of your favorite series, the taste of junk food, or even just the idea of buying something online. Every time you get that gratification, the dopaminergic circuit is reinforced. The problem arises when these sources of dopamine become excessively easy to activate and too frequent. Social media, video games, junk food, porn, online shopping are all designed to provide you with quick and intense doses of dopamine. Your brain adapts to this overstimulation by lowering its sensitivity. This means you will need more and more stimuli or stronger stimuli to get the same level of pleasure. It's like a drug tolerance develops, and when you no longer receive your dose, that's when anxiety, restlessness, boredom, and a feeling of emptiness set in. This is the cycle of dopamine addiction. You find yourself trapped in a cycle of ceaseless searching, not because you enjoy the process, but because you are desperately trying to alleviate the discomfort of lack. Now that you understand the mechanism, it's time to act. I will present you with 3 key steps to reprogram your brain and take back control of your life. This does not mean eliminating dopamine from your life altogether, which is impossible and undesirable. It means instead drastically reducing the easiest and most intense dopaminergic stimuli for a limited period. Imagine your brain as an overtrained muscle that needs rest to rebuild itself. In the same way, your dopamine receptors need to reset. How's it done? Choose 1 or more behaviors that you know are creating an addiction for you. For example, social media, video games, junk food, online news, porn, and abstain from them completely for a set period. It could be a day, a weekend, or even a whole week. What to expect? At first, you will feel boredom, restlessness, anxiety. It's your brain protesting the lack of its dose. Resist. This discomfort is a sign that the process is working. The goal? To regain the ability to enjoy simple things, those that require a little effort but give a more lasting gratification. Walking in nature, reading a book, cooking a healthy meal, chatting with a friend without distractions. When you return to the forbidden stimuli, you will appreciate them in a more conscious and less compulsive way. The brain does not like a vacuum. After the detox, or even concurrently, you must actively replace the behaviors that were trapping you with activities that generate dopamine in a healthy and sustainable way. This means creating new neural pathway, conscious substitution. Instead of picking up the phone as soon as you get bored, deliberately choose another activity. It could be reading a book, doing some physical exercise, learning a new word, or doing a little cleaning around the house. Low dopamine, high reward activities. Look for activities that require effort and patience, but that lead to a deep sense of accomplishment. Learning a musical instrument, dedicating yourself to a creative hobby, doing regular physical activity, learning a new language, dedicating yourself to volunteering. These activities release dopamine in a more gradual and sustainable way, and the reward is linked to commitment and personal growth. Micro-progressions break down larger goals into small steps. Every time you complete a mini goal and make a little progress, your brain releases a small dose of dopamine. This reinforces the positive behavior and motivates you to continue. Regaining control over dopamine is not a single event, but a continuous process of awareness and maintenance. Identify your triggers. Learn to recognize the situations, emotions, or places that push you to seek immediate gratification. Is it boredom, stress, loneliness? Once identified, you can develop strategies to deal with them in a healthier way. Practice conscious procrastination. When you feel the urge to do something that you know is an excessive dopaminergic habit, for example, checking social media, give yourself 5 minutes. Set a timer. In those 5 minutes, do something else. Often the urge vanishes and you have broken the cycle. Sleep and move. Adequate sleep and regular physical exercise are essential to regulate your neurotransmitters, including dopamine. They will help you manage stress and maintain an emotional balance. Meditate and practice mindfulness. These practices teach you to be present and to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment, reducing reactivity to dopaminergic impulses. Remember, this is not about demonizing dopamine. It is a vital part of your reward and motivation system. It's about restoring a healthy balance where you are in control of your choices, not the chemical impulses. Implementing these steps will require effort and discipline. There will be moments of relapse. It is a normal part of the learning and growth process. Don't be discouraged if the first attempts don't immediately double your serenity. Every obstacle is an opportunity to improve, and this also applies to your personal growth. Understanding how dopamine affects your behavior gives you immense power. The power to choose, the power to build a more fulfilling life, and one less dominated by the ephemeral search for immediate pleasure. It's a battle worth fighting, and with these tools, you are on the right track to winning. Now, does dopamine control you, or do you control it? The choice is yours. Start today. Freedom awaits you.